Aha! The desk calendar on the wall. Yesterday, if you tuned in for my Candy Clam vlog, she had her year in review, or her rear in view. And now, this is my year in review. When I look up like that, I'm looking at the calendar on the wall. That thing you saw? That calendar on the wall. And I write down all kinds of stuff. I write down weather, you know, if it rains or if it snows or if it's hot or cold, or doctor appointments or birthdays, things like that. This is what happened in 2019. Trying to make it concise. There's a lot of stuff I could say, but if you follow me, you've seen it. January, my mom died. My sons and my brother David, the one that remains, Richard passed away in December of last year. So David and the boys came in, dealt with the funeral, and then David rented a dumpster, and we did a lot of cleaning and clearing, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of talk about what's going to happen in the future, and a lot of it's on my shoulders, and it's really hard for me to do. I don't really have anybody to help me or anything, so my Ford Explorer finally was in such bad shape, the county deemed it worth only $10. So I sold it to Pick and Pull, which is a salvage yard, for $310. Or was it $308? But still better than $10. I was given Mom's car by my brother, because on the title it said on death he would get the car, but he gave it to me. So I've been driving Mom's Buick, which I don't like. It's a really nice car and everything. Not everything works on it. But it never really was driven. It has really low miles. But it's hard for me to get in and out of it. It sits really low. Trivia night last year, we were number one. We were number one. And I want to be number one again. And that's the costumes that I was making is for that. Last March, I got really sick. And it felt terrible. I went to a clinic. They took an EKG and said it was really abnormal. And I really should go to the emergency room. Because they didn't know if I was going to be in the middle of a stroke or what. I've been through a lot. I lost 60 pounds within 2-3 months or something. Having to deal with Rick and my mom and everything. So I went to the ER and they said I was okay. And then I started getting bills, and I could pay all of them except for the main ER bill, which was $170, and I still haven't been able to pay that yet. The school loan people called me up, and I ended up talking to them and making a deal for 5 months to take $100 out of my checking account. That really messed me up big time. I had to pull from the savings to pay my bills and stuff. So by the time 5 months was over, I had like nothing left. And I'm scraping by still. April, my birthday month, and free Italian films through Washington University, which I attended quite a few of those. Brian's friend and the friend's wife had a little premature baby in February, but in March, I started babysitting her on Wednesdays. Tiny little thing. Only for a couple months. Then I started tripping and falling. I was like really clumsy, and I ended up putting up Move with Purpose signs, and I've been moving with purpose since then. I've had quite a few panic attacks then. And in July, Felix was born, my grandson, up in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And no, I'm not going to spell it. I think there's a way I can remember how to spell Saskatchewan, but I'm not going to do it right now. In September, I went up to Canada for a week to see Felix. And he's a lovely child. He's very good-tempered, good-natured child. They're very lucky that he's such a good little boy. September. Okay, Brian came in. When I got back, Brian came in for about 4 or 5 days because his best friend Steve's mom and dad had a 50th wedding anniversary. So we did that. And Brian went through a lot of stuff in the basement with me, trying to figure out what's important and what's not important, which I really appreciated it. In October, I saw Harland Williams, comedian. Very funny guy. Very funny guy. He gets down close and personal with everyone in the audience, you know. He picks on everybody. One guy was dressed in like a big puffy vest and a knit cap, kind of like those sea trawler guys on The Deadliest Catch. So Harlan goes up to the microphone and he goes, "Does that do anything for you, sir?" Then he pointed at me, and I was wearing long braids, and he said, "She's still out wandering on the beach looking for a good spot to bury her 4th husband." And people were laughing, and I said, "You got it." And then after the show, he said, "Thanks for playing along." I said, "I loved it. That was fun. Really fun." And I got sick again. I got real sick. So sick that I had to go to the clinic and get some super duper medicine to feel better. And then I went down to Atlanta area to visit my brother for Thanksgiving. His mother-in-law was 100 years old on Thanksgiving. So through the years, I've been attending the Writers Guild and having a ball when I go there. I love it. I just love it. And I've been seeing a psychiatrist for panic attacks and anxiety and everything, which I really like the guy. I don't have to take diabetes medicine anymore since I lost 60 pounds. So that's about where that is. And I've tried this 4 or 5 times, and it's still 7 minutes long at least. I'm so sorry. 2020, what does it have? What does it have in store? Change. That's the word for this coming year, for me anyway. Change. I have a lot of work ahead of me. More than I even want to think about. I get headaches thinking about it. I have to jump in with both feet and try to take care of Mom's house and this house, because I heard some news through the grapevine that things are moving along in California. And there soon might be a place. So I really have to get on the ball, as they say, so I can go upward and onward. Oh yeah, forgot. Happy New Year, everybody. Bang on a pot lid with a wooden spoon or something. Don't do fireworks. And for God's sakes, don't shoot a gun. We want a nice, happy, safe, wonderful New Year. So have one.